none of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Receiver downfield.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still third down.
Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones completes it to Aguilar. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Jackson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's caught by Aguilar. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 39, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
So many times coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Folks' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Devin Singletary, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're out to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drake London, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And it was a tricky half.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action with Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And to the left side here, Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball, punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick completion to Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.